Eric Sekwichel's appointment came in as a surprise to many Nigerians, especially with the Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, previously in talks with high-profile European coaches. Eric Sekwichel has finally opened up on the path that led to him becoming the head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria on Canal Plus Sports Afrique. And I'll be giving you his comprehensive details. Latest from the camp of Adarabioyo, Olua Tosin. He has also finally opened up on his Nigerian heritage as talks intensifies over his international allegiance switch to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And I'll be giving you details from his camp. Latest from the camp of Nigeria National Under-20 boys, the Flying Eagles, and also Nigeria National Under-17 girls, the Flamingos. They are all joined up for their upcoming matches. And I'll be giving you comprehensive details from their various camps. Let's not forget, today marks the commencement of the 2025 edition of Easter, and I wish every cherished viewer on this platform joyful and blessed Easter. May this season bring joy, love, and happiness to every cherished viewer on this platform. And just keep it logged on this platform. What you can also do to support the platform as we are all celebrating the death of Jesus Christ is to subscribe to the channel. After that, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Please don't forget to like the video and share to other social media platforms. My name is Solomon Sante, your only nomenclature of the engineer's philosophy in sports, a Ghanaian who has declared his full support for Nigeria sports. And I've been given a Nigerian name on this platform. The name is Solomon Chukwu Emeka, the only one. Please do also leave your decent comments in the comment box for special shout out after my presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's delve into the stories. So starting with is a camp of Nigeria National Under-20 boys, the Flying Eagles. They are gearing up for the upcoming 2025 Under-20 AFCON tournaments in Egypt that is scheduled to take place from the 27th of this month, that is April, to the 18th of next month, that is May 2025. And their head coach, Ali Uziberu, yesterday reviewed his final man squad to face the various countries in his group first and foremost before he proceed with the quarterfinals and semifinals respectively. And Nigeria will be playing Tunisia, Morocco, and Kenya on the 1st, 4th, and 7th respectively in the 2025 edition of the Under-20 African Cup of Nations. Let's have a glance of the full list, and the squad or the full list is a blend of home-based and foreign-based players. And let's have a look of it. First and foremost, he called 3 goalkeepers, 5 defenders, 6 midfielders, and 10 attackers. So let me give you a comprehensive details of the squad with the names and their respective clubs. Starting from the goalkeeping department is Ifeanyi Ebenezer Harcourt. He plays his club football for Sporting Lagos. Rufai Abubakar plays his club football for Mavlon FC. And Soliu Ajia Yakub plays his club football for FK Novi Pazar in Serbia. To the 5 defenders, we have Adamu Magari. He plays his club football for El Kanami Warriors. And Odunaka Okoro plays his club football for Sporting Lagos. Daniel Bameyi plays his club football for Bayelsa United. Emmanuel Chukwu plays his club football for TSG 1899 Hoffenheim in Germany. And Chikozi Michael in here for plays his club football for Katsina United. To the 6 midfielders, Caleb Ochidoku plays his club football for NK Uniak Pula in Croatia. Israel Isaac Ayuma plays his club football for NK Istra in Croatia. Simon Kletos plays his club football for Mavlon FC. Suleiman Alabi Jojo plays his club football for El Kanami Warriors. Awal Ibrahim plays his club football for Aqua United. Shafiu Adamu Duguri plays his club football for Wiki Torres. Now to the 10 attackers or forwards. We have Precious Benjamin. He plays his club football for TSG 1899 Hoffenheim in Germany. Ezekiel Anthony Pangu in Spa FC. Divine Olise plays his club football for Foster Academy. Clinton Jephthah plays his club football for Eyimba FC. Bidemi Amoli plays for Real Safri FC. Sahil Magana plays his club football for Wireless FC. Theophilus Mendos Rexen, Niger Tornadoes. Parobo Nathaniel Ahiahi plays his club football for Lillestrøm SK in Norway. And Matthew Kingsley, Kings FC. Yashu Amiyao plays his club football for Katsina United. So these are the final 24-man squad to represent Nigeria national under 20 boys, the Flying Eagles, in the impending 2025 under 20 Total Energies African Cup of Nations tournament in Nigeria. As the head coach, Ali Zuberu, has targeted a record extension of 8th continental title. So that is it. But the paramount target from Ali Zuberu is at least securing one of the semi-finals coveted spots ahead of their 2025 World Cup tournament in Chile. So that is the latest coming in for the Flying Eagles of Nigeria. Let me move on from the camp of the Flying Eagles of Nigeria to the camp of the newly appointed head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I can't say it's newly, but let me say he's now the head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, even though he was appointed somewhere early this year. That was somewhere January 2025. He has also given a comprehensive analysis as to the path that made him become the head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And after his appointment, you can all attest to the fact that it drew a lot of criticism and a lot of halabaloo happened within the Nigerian football community, with ominous statements from a lot of people in the Nigerian football community. He has given up the details, and the details from Eric Sekuchel on Canal Plus Sports Afrique are: one, he was able to send his CV. After that, he was being scrutinized for an interview, and after the interview, a lot went on. Let's have a full glance of how the Super Eagles of Nigeria head coach Eric Sekuchel landed his first job as the head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, making him the first non-Nigerian African to host or to coach the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and also the 37th head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. These are the exact words of Eric Sekuchel. When I left the Malian team, there was a call for applications from the NFF, from the Nigerian Football Federation. And so I applied like any other coach, and then interview came. I was invited to a coaches conference where I presented my projects or my vision and philosophy. I thought it would happen much faster, but due to some events, I had to wait, so I left. I left for Rouen, that is a city in France. But then it's true that I had this opportunity, which I risked losing. So I returned for this great project. He proceeded by saying, in the final moments of negotiation, you felt their determination, and that made me calm. We were in discussion since before then. It took a while, but then it accelerated. It was very, very fast. Maybe that is why it's made a big buzz there. But no, once again, I was aligned on what I wanted to do. So he is saying he landed the Super Eagles of Nigeria's job not because of favor, as many others are saying from the Nigerian Football Federation, but it's from his good works, his philosophy, the project that he presented towards the chieftain of the Nigerian Football Federation, or towards the leaders or the organizers for that specific interview. And indeed, he is now the head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So these are the comprehensive details or analysis of what Eric Sekuchel has to say about his appointment as the 37th head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Let me move on from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria's head coach to the camp of Tosin Adarabioyo. I have to pronounce the name very well because people are very specific with the pronunciation of the Tosin. It's not Tosin, but Tosin. Now to his camp, he has also finally opened up on his Nigerian inheritance or heritage, as talks now intensify about his nationality switch to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He has had a standout performance for the Blues of England soccer, Chelsea, this particular season. That is the 2024-2025 season. And we all know that the Nigerian Football Federation and the head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria are still pursuing for his signature to be part of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Aside to, we all know that the NFF and the Super Eagles of Nigeria's head coach, Eric Sekuchel, want to strengthen and augment the defensive part of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, as we all know that in the futuristic aspects of the Super Eagles of Nigeria in terms of defense, it will not be the very best. There will be a lot of issues surrounding the team because a lot of defenders in the Super Eagles of Nigeria's team are all approaching the twilight of their football career. Now, we all know Tosin Adarabioyo, with his composure on the field of play for the Blues of England soccer, Chelsea, his aerial dominance, his passing accuracy, his attacking contributions, and his positioning on the field of play. These are the exact words that he has to say in an interview to deem himself necessary, if it's very best, to represent the Super Eagles of Nigeria. These are the exact words. Let's have a glance of what Tosin Adarabioyo has to say about his Nigerian heritage. In terms, we are very much a Nigerian family, and it was a Nigerian upbringing, whether that is the food or traditionally the way we have been brought up, which is a bit different to how it would be here. The food is harder, stuff like pounded yam, stuff that makes you strong. So he's saying the pounded yam is a food that will make you strong. And I know a lot of Nigerian will resonate with the exact words of Tosin Adarabioyo. Because of that, they always pushed me on, and they still do. So that is it. He never spoke about he switching his allegiance to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but he has declared his Nigerian heritage that is indeed a pure Nigerian. So it's about time to know. I don't know how the talks have now been so far with the head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria and that's of the Nigerian Football Federation about they pursuing for the signature of Tosin Adarabioyo to be part of the Super Eagles of Nigeria's team. Let me end this presentation from the camp of Nigeria National Under-17 girls, the Flamingos. They are also stepping up their preparations for their upcoming 2025 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup final round match against Algeria National Under-17 girls. And let me give you the full details of how the match will be played tomorrow in Nigeria. So it's Nigeria Under-17 girls versus Algeria Under-17 girls. They are not human right now. For now, as 17 years, you are all girls. The game will be played on Saturday, the 19th of April, 2025. So the match is on the 19th of April 2025. That is tomorrow. Nigeria time is 4 p.m. Ghana time is 3 p.m. and South Africa time is 5 p.m. at the Remo Star Stadium in Ogun State. It will be a titanic crunch encounter between Nigeria National Under-17 girls, the Flamingos, and Algeria National Under-17 girls. And this is the final round of the qualifying round for the 2025 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. And it will be the first leg for Nigeria in their home grounds at the Remo Stadium. The second leg will be either 6 or 7 days later in Algeria. And we are all praying to support these girls that at least they can get victory and the most victory over their counterparts. That is Algeria National Under-17 girls. And they've still been in campaign after demolishing South Africa National Under-17 girls. And this time around, I know Coach Bankole and his assistants are ever ready to prepare these young ladies to face Algeria National Under-17 girls. So that is that from the camp of the various Nigerian national teams. And so these are all the stories coming up from the various Nigerian football national teams. And I'll end here with my presentation and come back with other exclusive and latest coming in still from the camp of Nigerian football. But before I take a leave of you, I shall give you all the special shout outs in my subsequent videos. But I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. So just keep it logged on this platform or just stick and stay for all the exclusive, latest, and authentic fillers here on Sports Filler. Until you meet again on this platform, it's bye for now.